back home. The funeral service of the 18-month-old Zama Mbhele is about to start on the KwaZulu-Natal South Coast. Now, she died after being raped. Her 28-year-old uncle was arrested and police are waiting for DNA test results. We now cross live to our reporter Mlungisi Khumalo. A very good morning to you, Mlungisi. Can you tell us, I see the mourners in the background there, sketch us a picture of what is the mood like there?
And very unfortunately, yes, a good morning to our viewers at home as well as to you there in studio. Unfortunately, it's a very somber mood right here in Emthwalume in the south of Durban, where baby Zama Mbhele will be raped to last right here at her family home. Now, just to paint you a brief background as to what really transpired. About 2 weeks ago, the parents of baby Zama Mbhele found out that Zama apparently had been raped, allegedly by her uncle. Now, what raised a lot of eyebrows and where the story got very into a lot of questions was because the baby was not rushed to hospital as soon as the incident took place. Unfortunately, 3 days later after the incident had transpired, the baby was therefore rushed to hospital where they actually found out that she had demised from injuries. Now, prior to that, when we spoke to the father last week, he said that when he returned from work, he saw that baby Zama Mbhele had been injured. Her lip were broken as well as she had scars across her forehead. When he asked her uncle as to what really had transpired, his brother denied knowing anything about it. Then, of course, 3 days later, when the police had investigated, they found out that he had allegedly spent time with her and she had demised from the injuries. She was then declared dead, and an autopsy by the hospital confirmed that the baby had been raped, unfortunately. Also, when we spoke to the father as well, he seemed very, very guilty, saying that had he not left his baby with his uncle, none of this would have happened. Like you mentioned earlier on, we are right here live crossing to you at Emthwalume at the family home of the Mbhele family, where baby Zama will be laid to rest. I do not know if you can just see behind me, there's the mourners. It's a very, very small, intimate ceremony to bid farewell to baby Mbhele, and thereafter she'll be buried not far from that tent, if you can see it. Earlier on, we did see the mother, and we also saw the caskets being moved to the tent where the ceremony is expected to take place. Like I also mentioned earlier on, it's a very, very somber mood. And also, just to mention, the suspects did appear in court in Stangam, and he will appear again this coming week. DNA tests have been taken, both of the father and both of the uncle, and we are still waiting the outcome of those results.
What is the community saying about this incident that led to the death of the toddler?
Okay, we've not engaged more with the community from Emthwalume, but we understand that the incident happened in Mpangeni. When we spoke to community members, they were very, very angered. Some of them, in fact, just after the incidents, had threatened to burn the father as well, threatening to burn the family home of the Mbhele family back in Mpangeni. But the mood there was very, very somber. Yes, residents were also very, very much frustrated. We also spoke to the councillor of the area, saying that they were calling on government and the police to investigate incidents as they wanted a closure as well. But we at the Emthwalume family, we will also engage with community members just to also try what's their take in this whole incident.
Mlungisi, I thank you so much for that update. That was Mlungisi Khumalo, our reporter on the scene there as the funeral continues.